This is Outsider Racing, Chase race number 4. Welcome to SYMtv. My name, of course, is Kyle Heyer, joined by Finian Dcunha tonight for 225 laps of action here from Martinsville Speedway in practice. Tim Downey Jr. Was pretty quick, as was Alex Martinez, so it's going to be a fight to the top tonight. One last reminder of your Chase competitors right now: Alex Martinez, Tim Downey Jr., Elliott Butler, Ronas, and Halpern are in top 5. Green flag flies, and we're racing at the paperclip. Lap 1 complete, no issues, all clean and green. A bit of a shove in the background. It's Jeff Wright trying to get down to the inside of Alex Martinez.
One big mover so far as Tim Downey Jr. started and kept all the way up into 7th. So he's on the move up through the field early on. And Wright's going to slot ahead of Martinez. Tim Downey Jr. is seeing the man. He's chasing the points right up ahead of him.
Yeah, this is really good for Tim Downey Jr. to get ahead of the 18. Number 4, the yellow gets exchanged for the green. Green flag back in the air. We restart, and Martinsville already spun. It's Sproul right in the middle of the racetrack, and Robert Hill Jr. gets collected in it. Jeremiah Vincent just swings around. I don't think you'll see a lot of drivers on pit lane. Zach Halpern is choosing to come back down. Are you surprised by this?
No, he was already in the back after that last caution. He's not being any forward progress. Not entirely sure what's going on with this car. In fact, started up in 15 and drifted pretty much to the back of the field on his own accord. I'm not really sure if he made a mistake or not, so he's been kind of hanging out back here. I think he's waiting for the dust to settle, and then maybe, well, we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's probably,
he's the championship competitor.
Yeah, that's probably wise, and it hasn't really been the best of chases for him. He's 32 points back from the leader. That's not out of the question by any stretch of the imagination, but he's got a lot of ground to make.
And behind him, Tim Downey Jr. and Bailey Turner going side by side.
Up in front, though, no challenge for the lead. No one has been as good as Yusuf Ghali tonight, but Tim Downey Jr. hunting down his championship nemesis. You know who doesn't have breathing room right now is the second place car, Martinez. He's got the second place driver in the championship, Tim Downey Jr., launching into the braking zones right behind him.
Yeah, and as he's doing that, you can see Tim Downey getting closer and closer to him.
Big dive into 3. Caution. And 6, it is on raw pace. I think the 25's a little bit slower, but give it some time and give it some laps. I'm sure this 25 will come to life. Green flag back in the air. This time, Tim Downey Jr. fires up. Oh, the 2 gonna get turned on the corner exit. Gonna be a big wreck down the back straightaway, and it's a big mess on the back straightaway. Here we go. Lap number 86. Green flag back in the air. Now, Yusuf Ghali hounding the 25 already for the top spot. They're gonna try to turn down off corner exit. Remember, the 12's got newer tires. Defensive on the 19, but for the lead, the 12. Oh, he turns the leader!
Oh, he dumps him.
The 25 spins, and the leader's around and gets hammered and completely drilled, and more cars getting involved in it. Front row, and there goes the 99. No. So first disqualification of the night goes to the 83 of Gagnon.
The driver's going to do a happy song and dance while that caution coming out is Tim Downey Jr. He's going to get put finally back on the lead lap.
Big concern for the 12 car of Yusuf Ghali. I'm sure there will be payback here.
And he can afford to drop back a few spots because you really worry about that 25.
For the 25, he's going to not need the steering to work once he gets to the back of the 12.
He's going to make sure he continues on. I'm sure he's just going to nudge the 12.
He won't pull a Matt Kenseth? I want him to pull a Matt Kenseth. Again, just finishing in the top 10, it will be a solid night for the 18. No real risk of losing the points lead if he finishes in the top 10. It's the 25. If he goes up and wins this thing and the 18 gets turned, then that totally changes our championship picture.
25 and the 12 in front of me. Ready to jump on the brakes.
Tim Downey Jr. He shoves the 18 out wide. Tim Downey Jr. looking for revenge. He's only a second back from the driver that took him out earlier. This could get really interesting.
Yeah, well, Downey's trying to prevent him from getting there.
Big stack up. Really crazy race for second. The 25 to 24, door to door.
Man, Tim Downey, what a drive. He was a lap down at one point, drove from the back to the front of the field, up into second place. Fantastic jump for him.
He is a man on a mission right now. Up to second and climbing.
He's driving like he's got nothing to lose.
Casey Lacanis, I think, just pulled off to the side. I think he sees something brewing that he doesn't want to be a part of. Bailey Turner, the second place car, backwards in turn 2. Here come the leaders.
And Downey following the 12 down a different road. If I'm the 12, I'm flooding confused.
If I'm the 12, I'm going to let the 25 get the lead here. Let him have it. You owe him it anyway. Ooh, close race for second there. Oh, the 26 just blew his motor. And Zach Halpern's night running in 20th is over. I guarantee you that these two have already apologized to each other, and I really, really want to see someone get Matt Kenson. And
oh, no, he don't apologize.
They're just moving him up out of the way, said I don't appreciate it. See ya. Here they go.
Yep,
and Matt Kenson. Oh!
Oh, no.
He tried to clear him out in turn 4, wasn't quite able to do it because he found the wall first.
And then he drove up to Golly under caution.
Jeremiah Vincent disqualified.
Oh,
and 12! The
The
18's out of control. He's spinning. Crash. We stay green. And the 18, who was leading the championship, spun out. Sproul.
That's really big for Tim Downey Jr. They're throwing each other on the back spread with Sproul in turn 3.
Emotional win for Martin Sproul. He goes to victory lane at Martinsville.
Bigger, too, as far as the championship's concerned. Tim Downey Jr. finished 5th. Martinez back in 15th.
Back live to SYMtv and the Outsider Racing League race from Martinsville, Virginia. The 4th of 6 rounds in the chase. Tim, you walked into the night 14 points behind Alec Martinez. A chaotic race is probably the nicest thing that anyone could say about what happened tonight, but for you, it was a wild night. Got turned out from leading. You got involved with a bit of a scuffle with the 12, but you fought back, ended up in 5th at the race end in front of Alec Martinez by 10 points. You have to be thrilled with how this turned out, all things considered.
Yeah, honestly, I am. Listen, I got sick of how these guys are racing me. I've said it since last season, and I'm really sick of it. You know, I practice 2 or 3 hours a week, and they want to wreck me like that. I'm the cleanest guy in the league, and they still wreck me. I'm tired of it, and I'm going to start driving like it. I'm going to win this championship.
Tonight, I mean, there was a lot of borderline driving, but, I mean, when it comes to roughing somebody up, I think the first move you had on Yusuf, knocking him out of the way, was fair game. But to you, I mean, is there anything else with him you have to worry about going forward, or is it over and done for you after tonight?
I'm going to have to let the league administrators handle it after this. You know, I did what I needed to do. He couldn't make turn 3 suddenly. He's road to pro, and he couldn't make turn 3. And I turned him. And I'll admit to that. I got my 5-point penalty. Going forward, if he retaliates, I'm going to leave it up to Andrew. And
So looking forward again, on a happier note, you're still in very much contention for the championship. We head to Dover next week. Where's your focus at, and how do you expect to take down the juggernaut that is Alec Martinez this season?
Dover's going to be a challenge. It's kind of an unknown for me. I was out early last year, but listen, I'm gonna practice it up, like Yusuf likes to say, and maybe we'll have a win next week, and I know we'll win.
All right, Tim. Hey, congratulations. A great run. Ended up in 5th after starting in 10th. I know it was kind of chaotic out there, but nice job pulling through all that and getting yourself a solid top 5. We'll see you next week in Delaware.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.